start streaming, so that should be good. Should be getting the notification here that we are good. Maybe. Yep, there we go. Okay, cool. We have that. Okay, I want to start in Asheville tonight, and I actually want to try to do the VIP thing. We kind of went to school yesterday, but that's because of aerodynamic. So give me a second. Let's see. Our first charter to pick up at the airport. Biltmore Village Executive Offices. Cool. Let's see. I can now hop over into here. Click this. Boy, my mask is fogging up. I'm going to go turn the AC up a little bit. Give me a second. Okay, back in it. Let's see if this messes with us again. Okay. I know Biltmore's somewhere around here. Where is Biltmore? Biltmore Forest. Biltmore Estates. We're not going far on that trip, are we? Anyways, we're starting at an FBO. This seems the most FBO-ish. See if we can figure out where Biltmore Estates is. It's around here somewhere, right? It's like right in Asheville. We're gonna go out of this and use the phone. Oh, it's like... I don't double click. No, I want Biltmore Estates. Oh, that's all the same thing? Oh, okay. Okay, I was basically there. So this is Big Biltmore, I guess you could say. Biltmore Village is down here. So pretty short hop. And we'll just pick a parking place over here. I don't even need to look at any of the stuff there. Actually, I want to be... We're putting weather on it today. It was fun being nice and clear yesterday, but I want some variation, you know? Okay, I don't think Calvin Sim has any sort of pre-flight stuff on this. Let's see. We can actually move that there. Need to scoot up. Maybe forward a wee bit. And we have a new sound pack for this, so this will be sick. Let's see. Battery on. Horn. Quiet. Nobody asked. That's down. That's down. That's off. Position lights. No, we want anti-collision lights on. Everything else can stay off at the moment. Fuel valve is on. Oh, I was wondering why I was hearing something. Okay, cool. I think I can do starter button. Ooh. Sounds good. Okay, we're in the green there. Generator can come on. Avionics on. Pitot heat can go on. Position lights, we're going to put those on. Nothing to do with anything up here. This will just be turning on at the moment. Good sounds. Yeah, they changed the sounds. Or I downloaded a sound pack, so it's going to sound different, but it sounds good so far. I feel like I smacked my funny bone. What is that? Flight performance. Me. What? Let's roll this up. Okay, Asheville Tower, helicopter 420 Foxtrot Whiskey, picking up at the FBO. We will taxi to runway, whatever. Or, yeah, departing for a quick north to Biltmore. Wait a second, why are you hot? You have no reason to be hot right now. Strange. Okay. Well, I know we are kind of heavy, but we're also like 400 pounds shy of max gross, so. Southeast Asia, oh, it doesn't say episode 2? Okay, I'll get that real quick. Okay, let's see. I gotta go here. Gotta go. And I also didn't start the music. So enjoy that. Ding. Nope, nope, nope. I want to still be on that. Let's see, let's put you here, put you on the map. Okay, episode 2. We good now. We good now. Controller's been disconnected. Yeah, but watch this. I figured out I can wiggle my mouse there. Okay, we've been given permission to taxi on Kilo. Or off of Kilo on Alpha. We're gonna hold short, runway 35 for a north departure. Actually, we would be going the other way, so yeah, we'll do this proper. We'll sit here and wait for that. Because I don't know how long the jumps it's going to give us today, so. Ooh, a 170, cool. They're in a 5-mile final. I'll be departing after them. Going to create a hell of a jet wash though, so we're going to wait a few seconds. So we're going to give ourselves a lineup and wait, but on the other side, and depart parallel runway 17. But we're going to depart on what I guess Bravo. Parallel Bravo for a right crosswind. Or parallel 17 right crosswind departing taxiway Bravo. Okay, but we've been given clear takeoff at our own risk since we're not on a runway. There we go, I know it kind of sounded loud here. So how's it going, Southeast Aviation? How was your day, dude? Dude, last night was popping in here. Like a surprising amount of viewers yesterday. Was not expecting it. Okay, dude, adios. See you in a second. And we're in a Delta, or maybe even a Charlie. I don't know. So we'll We'll do a more extended crosswind and take tower directions more or less. Okay, so here we'd be given a with a right crosswind. Right turn from the downwind. Then we're going to stay to the west of whatever this hill is up here, as to stay out of traffic. Okay, let's see if I can get weather info from here real quick. VFR to the north at or below 3,000. That's what we'll call that. North 360. Dog in the house, kick the ball, let's go. Keep that trim happy right there. Sick. Big old power lines below us, being aware of that. Cool river. Dino's in here. Hello, Dino. What's going on, dude? I know we did play outside some today, didn't we? I know, buddy. Make me wiggle the helicopter some, but that's okay. That's okay. I can wiggle the helicopter some for you. Whoever's in the back seat can just relax. They're not that important when you're right here, are they? Very short hop for our first little rip here. I don't know what airport we're going to next. Thank you. That was a good kiss, wasn't it? Okay, here's our destination. What we'll do, we'll swing over Biltmore real quick for our people. As I assume they would probably want to see the estate that they're coming up to visit. Also, I've never been to Biltmore. Apparently it's nice, but that's where we're at. So I believe this would be it here. Doesn't look like much in the game. Because at the end of the day, it's just a house. What we'll do, we'll kind of follow this train track or road, whatever it is. We'll follow it kind of over to this river. We'll do a river approach into the village over here. That will be our approach path getting in. Hey guys, welcome to the stream. I see y'all in here as viewers now. Welcome. We're doing more transports tonight up in Asheville, North Carolina today. Last night Atlanta, today Asheville. Want a bit more mountain scenery, you know? And today we're flying live weather. So that'll make it a bit more fun as well. Okay, we're gonna start thinking about bleeding off some speed as we're making our turn here. We'll help that, or allow that to help slow us down, because our landing will be at the parking lot of the village just here as we get around the bend of the river. So we've peeled off 10 knots already. We have another 90 knots to peel off. There's 20 knots down, 30 knots down. And this does seem like the happy approach. So where we're going to go is in the field, kind of where that white vehicle's in front of us on that road, that curvy road. And this also more or less puts us in a direction with the wind that it was down at Asheville Regional itself. So okay, that's there. Gonna roll down throttle. Shut our beeper off. Bring our tablet back. And actually, since I don't know how long all these things are today, what we're going to do, we're going to treat these as a bit more involved, so I'm going to do shutdowns between all of our locations and everything as well. Let's see. That's down there. Anything else I can take off for now? Nope. Okay, cool. Done with that. Let's get our passengers out of here. Bring you up to a viewable distance here. Boop. Boop. Adios. Get you and your crap out of here. Okay, cool. So I'm going to go back to map. See where our next place that we're going is. I have got it all listed down here. Dispatch 2 stops starts after whatever we're going to. Hendersonville Airport 0A7 Executive Ramp. Let's see. Okay, south of here, going down. No big deal. Second, from there, where are we going? Going to a VIP residence in Black Mountain. Cleared behind helipad. Let's see. Okay, Black Mountain's off to our east. I assume there's probably a helipad marked on the game somewhere, because I think it's only giving me marked helipads for what we're doing. Surely it would be over here. Curious what its coordinates are giving me. It's gonna be the Hendersonville coordinates. I don't want Hendersonville coordinates. Destination. Okay. Oh well. So our Black Mountain area will be this zone here. Okay, cool. I'm going to check Garmin real quick since I have that app as a thing I can use. Something I really would like would be the ability to mesh my Garmin with this, which would be sick. KAVL. Map chart. Actually, no marked helipad, so we'll just have to wing it. So Hendersonville, Black Mountain, sick. Put y'all back in there. Gonna close the tablet real quick, do a quick walk around, make sure we're still looking good. Everything's fine on the tail rotor. pitch links and everything look good there. Antennas, tail cone. That looks like somebody stole my engine and put a picture of an engine there. That could be an issue. Okay, cool. Go Shift C. Get back in here. Gonna put that up. Turn our battery on. Fuel switch on. Should be good to hit the starter. We're going to start moving. I'm going to let it freewheel for a second just to bring some temperatures down. Oh, I guess not. I didn't do that. It's working on its own. Generator on, avionics, pitot, position lights, all that's cranking up. What's going on, guys? Welcome to the stream. We're doing some heavy RP today. We're hopping out of the helicopter and turning off the engine for pickups, or drop-offs really. Temperatures, pressure's looking good, and the green, and the green, and the green, green, green. Gonna wait for this to give us a place to click enter. Okay, I think it's OA7. Direct. God, that's annoying. So is it 0A7? Crap. Zero A7. Enter. Cool. That's good. We're set on the Garmin. Slowly ring ourselves up. Try to keep our torque relatively low. I'm getting a notice about tracking, so I'll turn that light on. That should help. RPM spinning up, spinning up, spinning up. Low torque, stay low. Make sure our cyclic's even, that'll help out a lot. Okay, cool, we're here, we're locked out. And we get to go almost due south. Left pedal. Stabilize it. Okay, cool. Could have stayed lower to go forward and get some speed up there, but I'm going to assume there is a fence of some sort that we're having to clear, and we have the power to just get up and over, so we're just going to get up and over. You know, it makes sense. A little bit less weight in the back, but we're good now. And climb up to 2,500 feet or so. We'll do a quick call to Asheville. So Asheville Regional Helicopter November 13 November is 5 miles to the north. Information Bravo, 2,500 feet, or 2,200 climbing 25. And they'll say, cool, whatever, say intentions. My intentions are to cross airspace direct south to 0 Alpha 7. And they'll give me something along the lines of, cool, maintain 2,500 feet in VFR. We may direct you around some approaching traffic as you come through. It's like, cool, 2,500 feet VFR, prepare for any sort of vectors. Now we're at 25. We're going to work our way this way. They'd honestly probably give me a little bit higher. But I like flying helicopters because I can fly low. So that's what we're going to do. Field elevation, I think, is like 2,100. So honestly, they probably should give me 3,000. So we'll tune ourselves up to 3. That'll give us some clearance here over the ridge as well. CRJ-9 over there taking off. Yeah, hope everybody watching's doing all right. Been a decent Tuesday, I believe, something like that. Slightly rainy in the afternoon, but that's all part of the weather. Don't mind a little bit of rain here and there, you know. Gotta keep our climb going, work ourselves up to 3,000. We got a lot of airspeed, so we can trade a lot of that airspeed for a quick altitude change. Who needs 130 knots anyways when you can have 3,000 feet? I'd be interested to get up here and check out this area by helicopter. What is that? Just like an old mine or something? Or I would assume it's probably like an old quarry of some sort. It looks like it's a bit industrial around it. It's weird. It'd be neat to get up in this area and see what it's like and all the hollers and everything since the hurricane. Especially down following like the rivers and creeks through the through all the valleys. Okay, we've got a ridge coming up here, or a mountaintop. The big important thing about those is to always remember people like to build towers on the mountaintop, so as you're crossing them, be aware of towers that you see. I enjoy flying around Atlanta, but it's nice being somewhere different. Which I enjoy being around Atlanta just because it's kind of my home area. Definitely don't live there. I do work most of the time in that area, so it's always nice seeing like familiar things or whatever, but I would love to be familiar with a place in some gentle mountains like this. Whatever that is there. Cruising. Can't see what they're flying though. Oh, no, it's because they were glitching around. Okay, cool. Cape Hendersonville should be up here somewhere. Don't know how far, but it's somewhere. Keeping an eye out for it. Oh yeah, we're basically up on it. Don't have it in sight yet, but that's mostly because I don't know what it looks like. Oh, there you go. Henderson traffic helicopter, November 13, November is 2 miles to the north, final for runway 14, 15, something like that. 14. I'm going to assume it's 14. Yeah, we're on that one. Down here now. No need to come in here like a hot dog. We eat them, we don't fly them. The new sound pack's good. I'm enjoying it so far. $9 worth? Debatable. Little bitty airport. Looks like our pickup point will most likely be all the way at the end. So I'm going to extend my landing to not at the numbers, but definitely favoring other numbers. So wind's even a little bit different down here, but we just took our wind reading off of Asheville, which really, if we wanted to be proper, we should have gone the other way, or we should have listened to the weather here. But I hate listening to radio on Flight Simulator because it sucks. So what we're going to do here, come down to the end. There ain't nobody else in pattern, so I'm not worried about holding them up at the moment. There's some traffic helicopter, November 13, November, sidestepped off the runway down at the FBO end, and we are clear of the active parking here at the FBO Henderson. Get that bad girl shut down. Let's shut up our little yapper here. Beep, beep. We hear you. Okay, next spot that... Hello. Next spot that we're going. Oh. I'm going to look at my phone and generally pick a spot up in Black Mountain. What does the dispatch say? The dispatch says... Private VIP residence helipad in Black Mountain. Cleared lawn behind main estate. Let's see. nothing showing a particular helipad. What would be considered an estate? More in the hills up there, maybe? There's a field called Watch Field. What's that look like? Is that flat? Yeah, I kind of like that. Some near Montreat. Let's go south of Black Mountain and see. Definitely bigger houses on the south side. I don't think that's power line. Oh, nope, that is power line. Can't land there. No bueno. But I do like... Oh, no. Somewhere like right in here. Cool. Okay, back to YouTube. Check the chat. You guys are quiet today. You want to say anything, feel free to pop in. Direct. I don't know where that has me going. I'm not listening to that, though. Oh well. Okay. Heading 19. So we're just going to take off and go straight up there from that. Okay, spooling her up. We got people in. Actually, we got to add people in here. We're making it full this time. $200-pounder up front, 200-pounder, and I'm concerned this with like luggage and stuff too, so I'm not gonna worry about cargoing out people. Okay, y'all good? Sick, that's what I wanted to hear. Spooling her up, 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 and got them set. Okay, Henderson traffic helicopter 13 November, picking up the FBO, departing runway, whatever this is. It's very poorly marked at y'all's airport. We'll make a right crosswind departure to the northeast, Henderson. Berlin, hello. Good to see you. Can't believe you let Sean just sit around and be sick. Absolutely devastating. Okay, power check's good. Green, 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 green. Definitely pulling more torque as we have more people in here. You got him sick? And then you left him alone? That's devastating. Wow. Honestly thought I knew you better than that. So here on Do a Call, Asheville Regional helicopter November 13, November is 7 miles to your southeast at 2,500 feet, looking for 4,000. I'm assuming that's what this shelf is that we're under. If this was real life, I would know what my airspace would look like. Looking for a 4,000 foot climb at a 1-7 heading. They'd be like, yeah, dog, you good. Clear to enter Class Charlie, or whatever this is. Clear to 4,000. And then we'd be heading this way at 4,000 and stuff, you know? It's just how it works. The only reason I'm going that high is because we have mountains that are in our way up here. Almost at 3,000. We're going to correct ourselves a little bit to the left. I might be like, hey, Asheville, our heading will be at 024, sorry. Got him sick. Then leave him alone to just suffer alone. You have any idea how painful it is for a man to be sick? Excruciating, even. Hard to explain what it's like. Oh, it'd be so cool to have a private helicopter and just do what you want to through here. Of course, it'd be cool to get paid, you know, getting paid sick. But to be private, just to be able to, like, fly around here and do what you want to, that'd be so good. It's on the list. I want to pour in that climb a little bit more. Heading from the saddle, kind of straight in front of us there. It's our best, lowest option. Ooh, there's a little bit of mountain wind. Felt that as soon as we crossed the peak on there. Wonder if we'll get another one when we get up here. Also, the highest airport on this side of the Mississippi is up here somewhere. It's a golf course neighborhood. I don't play golf, but it'd be sick to live there because the airport's awesome. The downside is I don't think there's hangars, or if there are hangars, it's kind of like a weird setup. There's 4,000, so we'll maintain this altitude for now. Mostly because I don't know which one of these mountains is Black Mountain. They all look green to me. Definitely have some cloud bases kind of near me. Probably can't go to 5,000 without being considered IFR. We are not IFR flying. Yeah, weird viewer numbers today. Yesterday got pretty consistent, but it's weird. I saw like 8 or 9 in here at one point a few minutes ago. So now jumping down to 3. Still cruising 4. Good. I like it. Definitely watching a vertical speed indicator, which is that black line that's kind of on the right side of our gauges there, that's saying like 170 there. And even if I'm keeping like a straight and level and not messing with the cyclic or collective really any, I'm definitely noticing it move us around as we go over some mechanical things that are creating updrafts, being mountains. Wind will blow through and blow up or blow down the sides, so you have to be aware of that as you're coming up to a ridge crest. At this point we should be out of the class Charlie. That would be Asheville. So we would have had a frequency change approved, and we're free to kind of do whatever we want to at this point, altitude wise. But since we are coming up on our location, I'm going to divert off our 4,000 that we were doing earlier. And now, since we don't have an exact location of where we have to drop these people off, we're just going to kind of hunt around and find a cool place to land, you know? Let's see. All hilly and unlandable. I like that one there. So I don't know if this place up here is landable. If not, we'll do this little field right here on the corner. this. We'll put it up here on the ridge, kind of in between these trees. Shut up. That cool down for a second, and we'll do a shutdown here. They're going to invite us in for a cookie. Okay, that's stable. Temperatures going down. Cool, so we can position lights, avionics, pitot heat can go off, fuel can go off, generator off. Let's see, Shift C. Dang it, I can't get up there. There we go. Nice place to play on a tablet. What do you think? Okay, so we can clear. We're not worried about that, really. So we can kick them out of the airplane. Out of the helicopter. Front seat gone. Zero. Back passenger gone. Back passenger gone. Load an aircraft, so they're out of there. Let's see where our next location is. Assignment 3, stop starts after Black Mountain drop. Rutherford County Airport, KFQD. Destination rooftop helipad at the Omni Grove Park Inn in Asheville. Let's see. Do they actually have a helipad there? It's a crazy looking. Easy enough to find. So anyways, we're going to Rutherford County. Okay, let's put our tablet up. These people are inside. We've said our goodbyes. Life goal, park a helicopter somewhere like this. Look at that. And like camp here, that'd be even cooler. Cool. Shift C puts us inside. Get us lined up here. Battery on. Fuel on. That's down. Anti-collision lights are on. Starter clicked. It's going to spin a little bit, and I shouldn't have to turn the throttle, turn it on, but it's going to do it itself. At no fault of my own. See how hot it's getting? I would have free spooled it. It shouldn't be doing that. No, anyways. Okay, generator can go on. Avionics. Pitot heat. Position lights. Wait for our JIPUS to turn on. And what was the airport code of the airport we were heading? Rutherford County, Kilo Foxtrot, Quebec Delta. All the way over here. Kilo. Satellites are picking up. Gotta let them do that thing first. Apparently. Foxtrot. What's it going to end? What? Did y'all see that crap? Kilo. Here, you go to Foxtrot. Now if I go to Kilo, you stay? No. That is dumb. What the heck? Menu. Menu. Oh, direct to. Foxtrot, Quebec, Delta, enter, Kilo, Foxtrot, Quebec, Delta. Course 2127. So nothing else. I can just do that. Clear. Now do it with you? No, why the hell are you showing me Israel? That's literally the last fucking place I want to go. I'm glad y'all heard that. Anyways, we're picking up. We're going 127. That's so stupid. Anybody want to advise me on the Israel glitch? What the hell is that? Okay, tree to our right. I'm going to pick up and go left a little bit. little bit of speed, flip her around. 127 is the heading we want to go. We have power lines down here. Being aware of that. At least we have our little map down there where we can kind of run it. Now let's see if I can do it. It's so weird. It's annoying too because that freaking thing pops up to where I have to like really get my head out of all that. Ridiculous. Ridiculous. Well, let's turn our landing lights on. It's a bit dark outside. We've dropped off our client so we can fly reckless now. Rutherford County Airport should be like 6 miles up here. Rutherford traffic, helicopter 13 November is 7 miles to your northwest, inbound with information, Charlie. So we'll avoid that. No, so we're not in this valley, we're in the next one. Okay. Oh, there's the valley without mountains that I was expecting. Ooh, a little lake up here, that's cool. now from it. It's a different circle. See my mouse. Messages. Looks useless. Here. We lost avionics privileges. Okay, try it again. It's broken somehow. Fight the GPS over here trying to take me over to Israel. Hear me talk trash? Mess with my series, why don't you? Okay, let's see what we look like on the outside. Checking my lights there, making my way downtown, as they say. Airport somewhere up here. Nope, that's probably it. Henderson Airport helicopter 13 November, 5 miles to the west inbound direct to the ramp at Signature, Rutherford. I don't think it's Hendersonville, it's Rutherford. Still doing 125. We can start slowing that down. We do not need all of that speed right now. We do not want to have our VIP customer seeing us hot dog coming into the ramp. Time to really start throwing the brakes on. Rutherford Airport helicopter November 13 November is 1 mile to the west, direct ramp, no factor for anybody on the runways. Rutherford. Don't beep at me. Okay, cool. Where are we going? Where are we going? Oh, yeah, to the helipad in whatever, Asheville. Is that right? I think that's a hospital there, yeah. So the place we're going is actually up here. They say there's a helipad, we'll figure it out. We might make that our helipad there, direct to. First, while we're here, figure out why this is telling me Israel. Why? Why is it defaulting there? That is wild. At this point, I almost want to just turn those stupid things off. Okay, cool. We've got our fella. Get off my outfit. Okay, spinning it back up. Rutherford Airport helicopter November 13 November picking up at the main FBO ramp. We're departing direct to the west, no factor for any traffic. But first, let me take a selfie. We need people, though, don't we? Well, we're forgetting everything here. Whoa, not that. 3 people. And they're bringing baggage. And they bring in stuff, ain't that right? Come on, cool down. I don't need turbine outlet temperatures that look like that. Oh, just another day at work, flying unknown digital people to unknown digital places. What a life. Change channels. I don't have any GTN options. Change that? No. Dang, that sucks. Oh well. Must be a Netanyahu button somewhere in here. Yeah, if anybody here watching knows why my Garmin's down here in the center are acting like this, let me know. What I'm just trying to do, I'm trying to put in our destination there, but it keeps defaulting me to a first letter of the thing to be in, which is Israel. I can't do like a K code or anything for a airport. See here it's N35.5, which is Israel, and then as soon as I change first letter there to something else and I go to change the second one, it pops the first one back to N. No idea. Absolute stupidest thing. Because yes, me flying here in North Carolina in a Bell 206 is looking for the nearest airport over on the ridiculous side of the Mediterranean. That's what I want. Welcome back, Southeast Aviation. Glad to have you here. Dude, so check out what my GPS is doing here. So I go to do a direct to for an airport, and it gives me an N35.5, which is Israel something. I go to change it, so I move this knob to something, so that's okay. I go one to the right to where I can continue typing in. We're gonna die here if I don't pay attention. Then I go change a letter or whatever again, and it defaults the first number back to in, which is Israel. Like, I can't set my GPS to an airport here in the US because it keeps defaulting me to a freaking baby state. Absolutely silly. Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 is the sim program itself. As far as the controls, I'm using the Apache Simulators R44 V2. I think it's version 2. I couldn't tell you. It might be version 3. I don't know. Bigger mountains up here, but we're kind of following whatever this road bit here is, so I'm gonna default off of our line and just follow whatever this road valley here is. Gonna go to the right. That'll keep us from getting too much altitude, I think. Or does that die off up there? No, it looks like it dies off. Okay, cool. Well, we'll just get back on course then. Nice setup, dude. Yeah, appreciate it. Bought it to teach myself how to fly, and now I know how to fly, so now it's just being used to stream. Is the flight? There is no flight plan in the avionics. There it's saying activate. Menu clear. Let's do a landing up here. We'll mess with it for just a second since you're here. And since you kind of play around with Garmin stuff with your flight planning interests and everything. Let's find a set downable spot. Let's continue following this little stretch of houses. Our people don't mind. Passengers can deal with it. I'm the pilot. Do what I want. Ooh, a little field right here. I like that. Definitely not a rural area. Coming in and flexing with a 206L. Okay, so flight plan. Give me my thing. Menu. Shut up. Nope, don't care. GPS program. Select approach, nothing. VNav, nothing. Flight plan. Here we go. Yeah, that's my flight plan. Absolutely nothing in there. Go to the tablet and press send to avionics. Is there a send to avionics? We'll see, like, I don't have a... Where did I just take off of? Maybe that will give me... I just took off from KFQD. KFQD. Arrival procedure. But I don't have an arrival airport, that's the thing. Maybe this will just change me out of it. Or wait, give me a thing. Send to avionics. Clear. Go away. Direct to. No, see, it's telling me activate leg. I don't have any legs. And ident facility in city. I don't have any legs. That's the problem. There is no flight plan. We're VFRing here. I'm in North Carolina, but I just had the airport. I can do KAVL, which is Asheville. KAVL. Send to avionics. Still showing Israel, loser state. Yeah, I have no idea. It's silly. And see, well, here it's got my flight plan here, but it's not sending it to the avionics. Flight plan. Get out of there. See, there it's showing the OA7, which I flew to earlier. Clear takes me out, flight plan takes me there. But there's no marked place that I'm going. So yeah, I'm just more just like absolutely wondering why it just keeps shoving me in Israel, because usually I can just click direct to, type it in, bada bing, bada boom, done. You're good. Yeah, because usually, like, regardless of what your flight plan is, if you have a flight plan in there, if you don't, you should just be able to click direct to. Type in wherever you want. Said CDI. Clear, get out of this. Still showing Israel. Yeah, so GPS and VLOG both on the CDI. The primary screen needs to show GPS or magenta line. Yeah, my primary up here, even this. I was trying to do it earlier, but I'll just do KAVL here. AVL. Enter. And then it goes on to give me no option to whatever. But usually, like, once you have it typed in, you should just be able to hit direct to again, but then it takes me back to here where I have to KAVL Asheville Regional, enter. That's the place there. I don't need to change it. All that's good. No, don't show me. Exit waypoint by clicking direct to select tab. Nearest airport's flight plan, unusable. Yeah, OA7, that's where we went for our second pickup. So we picked somebody up from KAVL, flew them to Biltmore, took off from OA7, took them somewhere up in Black Mountain, went to Rutherford, now we're taking them to somewhere in Asheville. But yeah, it was just like I was enjoying being able to click direct to on the GPS and have it like take me to whatever airport instead of having to like, cool, gotta go in this direction. But like the direct twos just aren't working. My twisty here. Don't do that because I can just type it in. Nothing about buttons. Enter. It just moves me back and forth between those two tabs. Nearest. None within 200 nautical miles. That's bullshit. Yeah, I'm minorly baffled by it. Can't quite understand why Netanyahu is messing with my flight simming experience. Like, he literally has better things to do than just keep plugging Israel into my Garmin's down there in the center. Very upsetty spaghetti at this. Then again, I've never messed with these things in real life, so I couldn't tell you that, but that bottom one, I've messed with that bottom one, and it's not working as it should. Cool, we'll be right outside of the Delta or Charlie, whatever it is. No calls necessary. What happens if I just activate? But I don't have a flight plan leg. Why are you giving me that? Ugh. Or maybe if I just activated to go to Israel, it would be like, oh yeah, sure. Okay, there, that's giving me flight plan there. it's still giving me Israel. What the hell? Damn demons. I'm telling you. Okay, getting near destination up here in Asheville. Hotel, golf club sort of thing. Stay here online as we stay out of airspace, which is just over there. Don't want to be in the box right now. Just go to Israel. They're gonna blow up my freaking meta quest like one of their pagers. Boy, Matt's been talking a lot of crap. How can we get him? Well, he wears that stupid VR headset that we designed. The Goy Viewer 7000. Let's put a little thing in that. Pop him. Destination should be on the right over here. Set ourselves up for an approach. Going for that oval there in the middle. Tablet that doesn't need to be there. Lower the collective, whip her around. The clients asked for a spicier approach in like that, so that's what we give them. Client's always right, you know. Not that they have aeronautical knowledge of rotor loading or anything. And since everybody's watching us, we give a little woo. Okay, let's see if we can do this. Shrink. Nope, nope. Hey, don't mind me, guys. We're doing a little bit of unrealistic movement here. I'm just doing this so I don't have to... Okay. Enter. Go away. Activate leg. Don't have a leg. Let's just do direct to. Direct to. I put that as 0A7 since we were talking about that. 0. Move 1. Start moving that and see how it popped to N right there. Y. They ain't paying me. So yeah, like that's what I don't understand, why it is as soon as I move to another letter or whatever, it just pops me back to the end. So go back over here. Let's go do another letter G. Move it in. Okay, obviously I want K. Or 0. Really. 0. Oh, nope. There we go. Yeah, that's so weird. Let's see what works on this one down here. Direct to. Zero. Hey, nope. Defaults back to N. Go away. Procedures, nope. Oh, I hate that. It's so annoying. Nope. So OBS means nothing to it. GPS going to VLOC, shouldn't do anything to it. Nope. Menu. Don't give me that activate thing, I don't need that. Menu's unfunctional now. Dude, I'm thinking activate my ass is what they can do. I don't think it'd be a VOR thing. I'm not on any weird frequency like a nav frequency or anything. SAS is turned on. That's not a... nav there doesn't do anything. Yeah, none of that's reference to it. Let's see, nav 1. Crew volume, no. Okay, we're on a different nav frequency here. Now my direct to menu doesn't work. Yeah, I think it's legitimately broken because now the buttons aren't even working. That's pesky. Okay, where next? Drop them off there. Pick up large business parking lot at Asheville Mall corporate offices. Destination VIP Weaverville. There's Weaverville. Oh, it's like right here. Okay, we're just gonna wing this. There's no GPS cords or anything for this. Spool her up. Yeah, why do you think I've been complaining this whole time, Sean? So apparently there's a mall down here that we need to find. Fuel's still good. We're going to be under the Charlie here, so not that big of a deal. And we'll just consider the mall somewhere downtown here that we find. Parking lot. Is that a parking lot? Yeah. Yeah, if they want to activate me, they can send me the money and then I'm going to give it directly to the Orthodox Church. They can take that payment, they can rub it right on my nuts. A civil helicopter? Do you think it was medical or... I assume you probably would have looked at it on radar if it popped up, but I'm assuming it wasn't on radar since you don't know. Wasn't on radar. What did it sound like? Was it A, tuka 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 tuka, like a Bell two-blade or a Robinson? Was it more of a clean sound, like a Eurocopter? Was it a like a Bell 407? Or, let's see if I can think of another sound. Was it more like a fast sound, like a MD500 or something like that, where it sounds more like a lawnmower? Okay, Weaverville, here somewhere. It says private residence. We'll find somewhere with a big old yard like that. Direct to like it. A whole bunch of fat asses in here now. I can only do 200s? That sucks. I can do 250s in the rear. Option 3 mixed with 4. So high chance Bell 407 at that point. 407 is popular, obviously. And they have a very hummy sound. Like, as in, a Bell 407 is the absolute easiest helicopter for me to call out if I hear one coming towards me. If it's something like a 206, it's like, cool, is it a 206 Jet Ranger, or is it a Long Ranger, which they do have different rotor speeds that they use. So if I was better, I should be able to call those out. But two blades are always kind of hard because there's a handful of two blades. One's 505, 206 Jet, 206 Long, Robinson 44, 66, 22. Hueys you can usually easily call out. 407s, man. 407s have a very specific sound. And I kind of become more and more partial to 407s the more I look at them and read about them and stuff. Although a 145 would be more high-pitched than a 407. Interesting. So chance of something like an MD then. Nope, never mind. Definitely 407. Did you look up a sound online somewhere? Yeah, 407s are very clear. Like, well, once you start hearing a 407, you can call out a 407 quick. Because even if it's a 4-blade MD, like an earlier, like 500C, it's 4-blade, like, you can... They sound different. It's a different rotor RPM on those. Isn't it silly how I can make stupid sounds, like explain it and be like, it's probably this one that you heard. One of my weird talents, knowing helicopter sounds. Somewhere over here. Oh, there it is. Let's drop that collector down and kill our altitude. We don't need it anymore. Give these fat asses a ride. Okay, Jumbos, get out of my damn helicopter. Okay, last but not least. I can tell the difference between the sound of a CFM56 and CF34-8. First one is using 737s and some A320s, and the CF34 is on the CRJ. And those are ones that you get pretty common over the flight path over your house, right? I would assume. And we have one more pickup, but it's a pretty dumb pickup. because we're just going to the Asheville airport and then going up to Asheville, so like 2 miles away. So I think we're calling it an end to doing this sort of thing tonight. What we're going to do instead is not fly to Israel, despite how much this game wants me to. And we're going to hit the river in Asheville and follow that south. Yeah, so if you're hearing both of those things kind of going over you, then you're getting a good sound clips of those pretty regularly, so you got a good idea of what they sound like. Which one's the one that sounds more grindy, if that makes sense? Like there's one jet engine that I hear on airliners that sounds more like vibrating. There's some that are very clean, but there's ones that I hear where it's more, if that makes sense. And I don't know if that's just a design or like an off throttle thing or on throttle thing. No idea. Couldn't tell you. It looks like the river's right over here. Cross over at the power line itself, because we know it's clear if you're going over the top of the tower. And then we do our dive in. The CFM 56 at high power and the Trent XMB. So that's the buzzy sound. Any idea what causes that? Or is that just it is because that's what it does sort of thing? Power lines overhead, keeping her low. We're in the Asheville Mach Loop. Turn our headlights on. GE90 Trent 800, sound grind 8 high power too. I'm curious what it is. There we go. PW4000 all sound grindy. Okay. I have to wait for your text to be like one message beyond, because the little heart react things there on my phone, I can't read some of the longer ones until somebody comments below it, or like I kind of scroll around something. Power lines up here, staying low. Oh, they're on the side of the river. They're not crossing the river yet. Okay, so it's just metal vibrating. Since I am not buying in bulk right now and getting a discount, it is about $400 an hour. Yeah, I've noticed a lot of jet engines did it. Dino, what's going on, dude? Watch this, I'm gonna go under a bridge while petting Dino. Ooh, maybe. There we go, then over that one. We're gonna go under this one, it's tall enough. It's a lot easier being able to do the collective as well. Touch the trees, back down. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, just knowing from what we saw earlier today, Biltmore should be right over here. Yep, there's Biltmore Village and Biltmore Estates up here on the hill or something like that. Yeah, Biltmore's one of these buildings. I don't know, never been there. Oh, well, let's go put her back down in Asheville, actually. Going to ATL on Thursday now, nice. Yep, another Dino encounter. I've left the door cracked where he can slip in here and do his investigations as he needs. Usually I don't have the door open. Usually I have it closed. That way we if they want to bark at something, and then they can bark at something, and it's not an issue for us. But I'd rather deal with that and have him come bother us. Exactly, but airplanes are nowhere near as cool as helicopters, so you have to pay for the cool factor. Helicopter Kings asked me how much it cost on the rentals there. He's like, dude, you can do 2 hours and a 172 for that price. Like, yeah, but the cool factor for a helicopter's there, you know? Alright, he's not bothering. He comes in, he visits, he leaves. He's not back there anymore. Yeah, even though I do agree and have mentally accepted the fact that I will be getting a fixed-wing license, I think I want to wait until I'm commercially rated. For no other reason than when you get commercial helicopter, usually your first job is instructor. To be an instructor, you need 200 hours of Robinson time to instruct in Robinsons, which is typically what you instruct in. Very rarely are you instructing in like a Schweitzer or a Capri G2 or anything. So, what's the point of saving hours and time with an airplane to get commercial and CFI and stuff when those hours aren't going to matter anyways to get to the Robinson instructor 200-hour range, you know? There's our approach lights there. Asheville Tower, we sneaking up on you boys. Those approach lights are way off. graceful. Absolutely graceful. That's an approach, boys. Silence machine. Your new owner's coming to get you, so I'm shutting you down hot. I'm gonna toast your brakes too. Good sounds, good sounds. The designated spotting area blocked by trees. That sucks. Oh. Okay, let's see. That's good. That's good. So we're gonna finish the VIP tour stuff today. I'm curious why I had approach lights over here. Weird. I can see like a few spotting. Of course, I don't know what the hills and everything look like around here. That's behind a business. That's all connected, so that wouldn't be allowed. Let's see. Do. When somebody figures out what I'm doing, feel free to speak up and call me out for it. There's somebody not trying to move around. Yeah, I figure it's not too hard to like keep spotting areas clean. I feel like if you have somebody that's a spotter on staff, kind of like how from ATL Tower works there. I'm sure if there was a spot there and he had some sort of call at a airport level, he'd be like, "Hey guys, spotting area is kind of overgrown right now." Whoa. Okay. Nope. Can't walk the little stairs. Oh well. Northern Taco, what up? 27,000 pounds. No way, I weigh 27,000 pounds right now. Apparently I did. Anyways, I'm just kind of messing around now. We did some VIP flying. Okay. So this is where I'm going to either do this correctly, and it's going to be super sick, or I'm going to have to look up the how-to list. Battery on. I want to use my mouse so I can at least do this accurate. APU controller on. That's going to start spinning. APU generator on, making power. Turn the MFDs on. Generator on. Air source. Fuel prime. Engine ignition normal, but I'm going to wait a second to do that because I can turn on computer powers here. Master on, blade full to spread. Keep that there. Boost pump. Auto control that. Engine ignition to normal. There's cross feed. Start one first. Take that back. Start two. Put that there. Draw that back. Heat on, engine anti-eye, sure. We're going to be pulling some power here in a second, boys. Why did you do anything? Oh. Fine. You're gonna go there, you're going there, you're going there. APU can technically go off. Why is that number so low? What is going on? Pump one, that's on. Was it that? Was it literally just that switch? That's annoying. Nope, nope, nope. You stay there. There we go. So yeah, my governor switch wasn't on my collective, which tends to play havoc with some of this stupid crap. So that's what it was. That's what was messing with me. Something that you don't think you need to do, but it's there. So yeah, there we go. Black Hawk start from memory. Waiting for a little bit of rotor RPM. Yeah, that's annoying. I was trying to figure out why I was fighting it, but it was just the governor switch, which kind of has like a hidden FADEC effect, where it turns off different things that you may not have an actual physical switch for in the cockpit. So it kind of sucks, but you know, whatever. Wind 34015. Cool, doesn't mean anything to me. Also, we're taking off from Heavy D Sparks hangar. The air is thinner up here, that is for sure. Tablet doesn't work here either. Actually, somewhere I want to go check out. I need to get over to Salt Lake over here. Oh my god, can you stop? Oh. That's horrid. Better. No, 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 no. Start that. Because I need to see where I'm going. I think I'm going down here. Salt Lake International, their rules mean nothing to me. Yep, so there's an east-west road that comes out just south of the airport there. It goes across the salt flats. There's an exit that goes to the left, and there's a mountain house over there, and that's where Alan lives. So the handy, fix-it-all, wizard, weird guy on the channel, weird in a nice way, this is where he lives. He has a mountain, which is sick. Only doing 140 knots? Disgusting. We can do better than that. There we go, 170. Yeah, well, if they controlled virtual airspace, they could kiss my virtual ass. Boom. Somebody coming up. Soup and sandwich. 319. Basic maneuvers. Ain't no way he kept up with that. He's trying. But you're gonna stuff it way before I do. I'm telling you now. Nope, you can't hold a bank like that. You ain't going fast enough. Yep. Try to come over here and grief me. Blackhawks are very, very capable machines. Will this one maybe have broken on that? Yeah, I really threw that at a very high speed. But they're very capable machines, like not to be underestimated by any shape or form. Looking at my map, not where I'm flying. Pull up, pull up. Quiet, lady. Daddy's flying. I think this is his mountain up in front of us. Hard to tell just because the map thing doesn't like working. If not, it's on like one of the next peninsulas over. I think that dude's on our tail again. Oh, he's in a 60 Sierra now. Okay. So he's kind of playing along now. He's changed into a helicopter. Okay, I don't think this is Alan's mountain. Stop blinking on me, please. Let me make sure this isn't his. Yeah, he doesn't have a big letter on the side of his. No, I've never had anything spaz out as absolutely ridiculous as this online one is. Salt Lake City. Oh yeah, he's further out here. That's a big tower. Okay, so we're gonna come out to like more of a peninsula-y sort of area. Let me see. Like going over here. Nope, not any better. I'm gonna run into anything, am I? This while we can. Give ourselves a wee bit of separation from Mr. Soup. Shut up, lady. Quiet, kitten. Daddy's flying.
Pull up! Pull up!
Pull up, pull up. Do you even hear yourself? Just trying.
Pull up! Pull up!
Okay, so the bottom corner of that there. The road's gonna circle back around here. Okay. imagine being in traffic and just having somebody blast you on a hawk doing 200 miles an hour while you're just sitting still at ground level. Devastating. And imagine having your girlfriend in the car and that happening. There's no recovery from that. Let's go under some power lines on this side.
Pull up, pull up.
I don't want to pull it because then I hit the power lines, idiot. Past that thing. Okay, cool. Generally know where we're going. Maybe I should hit no. That is an idea of all time. Okay, what's the bet? Do power poles have mass in Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024? Literally the only way to test it is at 160 plus knots. My guess is I'm about to respawn in the air.
Pull up, pull up.
That's my assumption. Nope. Guess not. Gives the heli more power. That's how it recharges. Okay, so Alan's house should be over here. Yep, there it is. Okay, so Alan, he's just like, apparently they were flying over one day, like exploring the mountains out here with whatever helicopter Heavy D owned at the time. And they happened to see this like mountain fortress that's like under construction at the top of this hill. And so like he looked up the information of the owners, found old information, could never get in contact with the owner. And then one day he got an email, it's like, hey guys, really like your channel, I have a cool place over here on a mountain. It turned out it was this guy. And now he works for him because his whole life is just working on like old military equipment and just knowing how to fix shit. So all this shit down here at the bottom of the mountain, it's like hundreds of pieces of like old equipment, tractors, military jeeps, whatever stuff. And there's this crazy road going up the side of his mountain. And up top, he's been hand building, like, brick by brick, like a mountain fortress, cinder blocks, like, hauled up over 20,000 bags of concrete, mixing it all, whatever, and this is what his view is, which, Salt Lake, not that pretty, let's be real, but to own a mountaintop place here, no, the fortress isn't on the map. You just gotta know where it's at. But if you look up Alan's Fortress on Google Maps, it'll show you. But it's here on the south side of the Salt Lake. Yeah, this is Alan's place. But yeah, it's a hell of a view here, I'll say that. Let's see if we can fit down right over here. Okay, let's just leave her running, I don't care. Ain't my fuel. Like, come on. It ain't like a Rocky Mountain or Appalachian view. But I mean, pretty damn cool, Alan. Pretty damn cool. Also, like, how the hell to get this? Like, I'm sure like a random hill in Utah next to the Salt Lake is expensive, but like it can't be like terrible expensive, you know? I don't think it would be oh cool, you're paying like $40 million for a mountaintop or to have your own mountain. And it's like nobody wants this. You have to be like at some point relatively stupid to want to buy this mountain. Unless you're Alan, you know, unless you're like, okay, cool, well I have all this equipment and I can bring stuff in and I know how to build and do all this stuff. It's like a normal person, worthless, but to somebody like that, worth it. But also it's not worth it if you were a multi-millionaire. Land auction would make sense. But if you're like a multi-millionaire, like even if you had the money to pay somebody else to build you a nice paved driveway up there and put you a nice mansion up there, it's like, okay, cool, now you're fucking an hour away from any good food. You're 35-40 minutes away from the store. It's not a convenient place to be. So it's a pretty undesirable piece of land for a normal population. So it almost has to be Allen. Like, I wouldn't mind it, don't get me wrong. But I don't have the equipment and everything to make that happen, you know? It has to be somebody like Allen. Yeah, dude, waking up in that view would be wild. As much as I enjoy beaches and water and stuff, like, a mountain view would just be tits. Absolutely. When they ever fly by and like Alan's not with them and they're like, well, let's go buzz Alan's place.
Pull up, roll left.
Just to come over here and hit him with like a
Roll right.
one of those things. It's neat that there's at least buildings up there in the game. Grand Teton would be wild. Jackson Hole. Okay. Didn't we fly through that general area? I don't know if we went to Jackson Hole specifically, but didn't we do that in the Around the World series? Calgary. We ain't going to Canada. So we just find it. Bozeman. Billings. Billings is sick. And Grand Teton. Give me Jackson Hole. Is Jackson Hole, Wyoming or Montana? There it is. Found it. Says departure. Jackson Hole seems like a very A-star sort of place. Gotta have an N number. We can't have any of these other country. I need. Oh, it's even the Castrol type of livery. Sick. Irish. I'm with them. Especially now. It's not bad. Cool. Run it. Put some light. We headed north or south out of here? Or east or west? I'm not a directionist. Here, let me run a little bit of the pink cocaine. Yeah, this weather's gonna change. Because I want to see that mountain and everything around here. No start procedure. Let's get in here. Much better. Okay, battery, fuel pump, anti-collision lights. Gonna hit the start button. Get rid of that. There she goes. My collective up. Shut up. Whoop. Overspeed. Shut up. We got the mouse a little bit. Okay, cool. Actually, I want to see what they probably have it set at 2992 with the custom weather. I want to know altitudes. $2992, sick. Yeah, it should already be in the box. $292. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. It's probably connected. Yep. Cool. What a conveniently placed tower. For me to run right through their crap. And this is a national park, right? So, like, you can't build a house over here. Or at least in certain areas. You can obviously have a house in Jackson Hole, but you're not going to get a peaky sort of spot. Like, even on this this lake or whatever right here, be a wild place to wake up to. But I'm pretty sure it's all park over here. Look, there's even a reflection of the water. That's cool. Yeah, anywhere in the valley is a solid view. You're not living here and walking out your door and like looking up and down a street and not being like, damn. So we chase this peak, left U-turn, come back down the valley with anger. And when I get over here, we're going to nose up the mountain. I'm not going to try to fight it. We have the power to just go up there. So I'll do a nose climb up it. Surprisingly, I still have like 80 knot forward airspeed. That's wild for a climb like this. Thing is, it's not like crazy high up here. It's 12,000 feet, but it ain't like I've walked up mountains that are taller than this. It's just aggressive mountains is what this is. And I can easily out of ground effect hovering it up here. Taco Baller. Can't see the mountain because it's so white. Citation X. Cool. Okay. What did I say what we were going to do when we were leaving here? With anger. Actually, I want to do the cool guy get off the cliff thing. There's that video of the llama doing this. But I want to do it. So the llama had like nosed in and dropped some people off or something. And he did a sort of descent out of there. And it was hard to do on that just because I couldn't see what the cliff face was. I'll be able to do it better over on this one just because it's not just snow-capped where I can't tell what it is. Don't give me all that rotor speed. All that rotor speed's unnecessary. Jesus, Governor sucks. That's one thing I forgot about the Cowan 125. Shut up, you're not overspeeding. I mean, you are, but there's no need for you to. Does he go? No, I think he goes left. Because at that point, you really don't have to use your pedals. You just let the engine pull the torque that it wants to out of it. Which I would go further up, but to get the out of here thing, I have to do it that way. And that's just letting the torque of the engine give us our twist. There's V&E, right at the edge. Yeah, Grand Teton, nice area. Grand. I don't know if I felt like I was teed on when I was here, but it did feel grand. I should really look into that sim again. Haven't touched it since I got my license. It's like, okay, cool, I can talk to air traffic control now. Like, haven't messed with it any. Also, the trees around here are much more like tall and skinny like trees here in my life, in Georgia in real life. So it'd be better doing like a confined area out of this in the Robinson. But we're also at 6,400 feet, so we're going to be struggling on power there anyways to be getting out of that. You think that people in the tower are distracted by the United Airlines there? Okay, anyways. We've done a thing today. I'm ready to go take a shower, get some snacks, kick back, watch a video or two online, relax with the dog. So I'm going to do that. Thank you for everybody who was here today. Southeast Aviation, Belen, Sean. We had our new friend, Northern Taco, drop in here. And Siba earlier. Anyways, thanks everybody for watching VIP trip things. It's guess a new series now. Good for me when I don't want to do medical ones and it's too late for around the world. But anyways, we're gonna call that a day for today. So thank you everybody for watching. Like, subscribe, all those things. And if you've made it this far in the replay, leave a funny comment below, and I'll personally reply to it. Oh no, did somebody spawn in on me? Oh, that's Taco Baller, okay. But, yeah. Thanks everybody for being here. I will see you guys on the next one. If I can find